Lenawee County. My name is Bryan Vish, and this is the WLEN Evening News for June 9th, 2025. Adrian Public Schools and the City of Adrian have announced the winners of the Bicentennial Celebration Art Contest, a collaborative effort that invited K-12 students to submit original designs in honor of Adrian's upcoming 200th anniversary. Dozens of entries were submitted by talented students from across the district. And from these, a selection of top designs were shared with both the Adrian Public Schools community and the City of Adrian's residents, who were invited to vote on their favorite pieces in 3 categories: elementary, middle, and high school. From these, 3 outstanding artists have been selected as the winners: Kaylin Choate, a 5th grader at Alexander Elementary; Marley Glum, a 7th grader at Springbrook Middle School; and Sydney Britt, an 11th grader at Adrian High School. These 3 winning designs will be printed on commemorative yard signs donated by the Adrian Bicentennial sponsors. A limited number of yard signs will be available for pickup Monday, June 9th through Thursday, July 3rd, at the Adrian Public School Board Office and City Hall. Hours are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Board Office or from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at City Hall. Lenawee County Commissioners have approved a $35,763 change order at the June 5th meeting to close out the Department of Health and Human Services renovation project. The update finalizes cost adjustments to a multi-year overhaul of the DHHS offices inside the Human Services building. The renovation, originally budgeted at $673,061, was part of a long-standing agreement between Lenawee County and the state of Michigan, which leases space for DHHS operations. Lenawee County Administrator Kim Murphy told the committee that most renovation costs are reimbursed directly by the state. The change order covers additional expenses discovered during construction, including ceiling tile replacements and painting upgrades requested by the tenant. The final costs of $35,763 will be paid from the Human Services Building Fund, an enterprise fund separate from the general. The state has already issued a lump sum payment for the main renovation cost. Payment for the remaining balance is expected by early next week. With the change order approved, Lenawee County will finalize its invoice with the state of Michigan and complete the project closeout process. The Human Services Building continues to be managed as a self-sustaining facility under enterprise accounting rules. Julia Benner-Klink recently presented the Lenawee Historical Society with a check for $1,500 to sponsor the restoration of the historic school exhibit at the Lenawee Historical Museum. The sponsorship is in memory of Paul C. Benner, who served on the Lenawee Intermediate School District Board of Education from 1947 until his retirement in 1981. He also served as chairman of the Lenawee County Board of Commissioners in the 1970s. The exhibit, located on the 2nd floor of the museum, features items that would be found in a typical 19th century classroom. The funds will be used to repair moisture damage, plaster ceiling, and walls in the room housing the exhibit. The Society is currently looking for sponsors for the other 18 exhibit spaces. Sponsors may be families, individuals, businesses, civic organizations, or other interested groups, and will be recognized by a plaque placed prominently in the sponsored room. Sponsorship amounts range from $500 to $7,000. Potential sponsors are invited to either stop by the museum or call 517-265-6071 for a list of available sponsorships. Lenawee County Commissioners approved a sheriff vehicle purchase Thursday, finalizing a $107,344 expenditure for 2 new patrol SUVs. The fleet addition follows prior authorization under the county's 2025 Capital Improvement Plan. The Physical Resources Committee, chaired by Commissioner Dustin Krasny, advanced the vehicle request as part of a broader effort to replace aging law enforcement equipment. The county had previously approved the purchase as part of its long-term capital planning process. The two 2025 Chevrolet Tahoe police patrol vehicles will be purchased from Berger Chevrolet using state bid pricing. Each vehicle costs $53,672, bringing the total to the $107,000 figure. Funding will come from the county's capital fund. The vote was unanimous. The request now proceeds to the next phase of the procurement process. Once delivered, the Tahoes will be delivered by the Lenawee County Sheriff's Office for patrol operations. County officials have indicated a shift toward ownership over leasing in future vehicle acquisitions. And now let's take a look at your Monday evening forecast here in Lenawee County. As of 5 p.m., we have mostly cloudy skies with a temperature of 76 degrees. Winds are sweeping in from the southwest at 13 miles per hour, and humidity sits at 37%. A slight chance of rain now hovering around just 18% through the early evening. Cloud cover will persist into the night, with skies starting to clear by midnight. Overnight lows are expected to dip to around 53 degrees, with just a slim 8% chance of a stray shower. Tuesday is partly cloudy with a high near 76, a breeze out of the west-southwest, and rain chances stay low, around 6%. Looking ahead, Wednesday we have sunny and breezy weather with a high of 87 and a low of 65. Thursday is partly cloudy with a high near 83, a low around 61, and Friday is mostly clouds with a high of 74 and a low of 60. The clouds have rolled out for now. We have sunshine and warmer weather for the days ahead in the next week. That's your WLEN weather report. Now, back to the news. The city of Morenci will celebrate the completion of Stephenson Park with a ribbon-cutting ceremony on Thursday, June 26, at 5 p.m. The event will take place at Stephenson Park, which is located at 125 East Stephenson Street and is open to the public. In February of 2023, the city of Morenci was awarded an $863,500 Spark grant from the Michigan Department of Natural Resources to fund the reactivation of the park. Chosen from among 462 applicants statewide, Morenci's project was one of only 21 selected for funding in round one of the program. The park's transformation includes new and accessible playground installations, a 1/5 mile paved walking path around the park's perimeter, a full-size basketball court, and pickleball court, 2 pavilions, seating areas, lighting, and accessible parking. Community members are invited to watch the park come to life with pop-up games, opportunities for play, a hot dog roast, and the chance to explore all the new amenities. Representatives from the Michigan Department of Natural Resources will also be in attendance, and the city encourages community members to join in thanking them for their support throughout the project. Renovation and expansion work at the Maurice Campus Juvenile Detention Facility is nearing completion, with residents expected to move into the new space by early October. The $1.8 million project remains on schedule. The project includes major upgrades to the detention wing and a new industrial kitchen, funded through the county's capital improvement plan and a state infrastructure grant. Lenawee County's Physical Resources Committee received the update last Thursday as part of an ongoing oversight of the facility improvements. The corridor connecting administrative offices to the new wing is complete, while flooring and kitchen appliance installation are ongoing. Officials said slow progress on flooring is due to limited crew availability. Final training for staff is scheduled to begin in late September, with a resident handover date of October 7th. Once the transition is complete, Lenawee County will begin implementing the DHHS infrastructure grant work, which is set to wrap up by April of 2026. The full project, including both the expansion and state-supported renovations, is expected to conclude by the end of April 2026. Officials say the improvements will enhance safety, food service, and operational capacity at Maurice Spear campus. The city of Tecumseh has announced that only one date remains available for downtown block party events this summer. The Saturday, August 16th, 2025 date aligns with the popular Wizarding Weekend and is open to local sponsors. Tecumseh officials approved a seasonal schedule allowing public, street, and parking lot closures for block party style events once per month from May through September. Interested downtown businesses or licensed social district participants must submit a special event application at least 6 weeks prior to their chosen date. The application process includes a city council review and a $25 permit fee. As of June 9th, only the August 16th date remains unsponsored. The city urges prospective hosts to apply immediately to ensure council consideration and logistical coordination. Block parties must comply with the city guidelines and closure maps, which outline affected areas and safety protocols. Additional fees may apply based on event needs. Approved applications must be reviewed at a regular city council meeting due to closure implications. The June 13th event, hosted by Stephenson and Associates, will partially close the southwest downtown parking lot and South Evans Street from 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. Signs will be posted in advance. Businesses interested in hosting on August 16th should submit their paperwork as soon as possible. The Adrian District Library will host a live animal show on Tuesday, July 29th from 3 to 4 p.m. The Camouflage Animals program is presented by Dynamic School Assemblies and will be held in the library's community room at 143 East Maumee Street. The event features animals from various countries and ecosystems and is geared towards kids ages 5 and up. Registration is required. To sign up, call the library or register online at adrian.lib.mi.us. For more details, contact the library at 517-265-2265. And finally tonight, construction at the Red Mill Dam is entering its final phase, with Lenawee County officials confirming the project remains on track for completion by the end of July. The Red Mill Dam Improvement Project includes structural and safety upgrades to auxiliary spillway and surrounding infrastructure. On Thursday, Drain Commissioner Ed Schaefer briefed the Physical Resources Committee on recent progress and upcoming work. The auxiliary spillway floor was poured earlier this week, and the remaining concrete wall segments are underway. Crews will next install gate actuators and complete kayak portage improvements. Financially, the county has issued prepayment letters and begun soliciting bond bids. Responses are due June 24th. Prepayment responses have already been received from property owners. Bond award decisions are expected later this month. Once complete, the Red Mill Dam project will improve flood control, recreational access, and long-term maintenance capacity in the region. Final inspections and closeout are expected in late July. And that's all for the evening news in Lenawee County. For WLEN, I'm Bryan Vish. I'll see you tomorrow.